Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, Civil War. Gruntpa Gaming. This is episode 8 of our Federal Viewer Unit only Summer 61 campaign using the a.o.m mod. So, last episode was a little on the shorter side, mostly because I ran out of recording time, and I do have a one battle rule for the episodes. So, trying to keep the time down on them. So, things are starting to move along for us. Doesn't really look like it on the map, but we are moving along. We have just kicked the Rebel Army of Ohio out of Cleveland, so we're moving in to secure that now. Actually, you are not moving for some reason. The Army of Mississippi is about to move into Bloomington and have orders to take the rail line down into Springfield. I have not yet decided on whether I am going to send them straight east to take on Department Number 2 or send them straight south into St. Louis. Department Number 2 makes a move on Indianapolis. I'll go after them. But I'm thinking right now to head back down into St. Louis and possibly securing Missouri for us, as there's not too much in the way of rebel forces here. Our Army of the East is currently making its way towards Harper's Ferry to take on the Army of the Kanawha and Johnston's Corps. And my grunts are moving into Alexandria with Beauregard's Corps moving north to intercept. Our lower base squadron is still in the Chesapeake as I'm waiting for one more ship to arrive at the new lower base squadron. I do have to come up with new names for these squadrons. So it was one sloop of war. It shows as not being here, though it should have been there already. And the Marion is on its way, and we'll get another ship next month. But they'll take up location here at Chesapeake Bay as the lower base squadron starts to make its way down around Albemarle Sound and try to take down the fortifications out here on the Fire Islands, starting with Fort Hatteras. All right, I think that covers everything for a recap and plans moving forward. Oh, yep, and the Engineer Corps, because McClellan decided to be, I don't know if McClellan made the decision or Fremont made the decision to build a fortification out here on the Delaware Peninsula to secure the Onondaga port for our usage, which doesn't really do us much, but does help secure the upper end of the bay. I wonder if I can actually build a fort down here. Interesting thought. But once we secure Alexandria, we're kind of stuck in place until this fortification is complete, which is going to take another 70 days. Then they have to start building another one over here south of Fort Washington at Alki Landing. They're also going to hold in place the Army of the East as another fortification is needed here at the exit of the Shenandoah Valley, or at the bottom of it. All right. Now I think that covers everything. So we got a few things to add to the historical record. So once again, as a reminder, everybody, these videos are always chapters, so you can jump around to whichever point you do so choose. From the Journal, General Gruntpa, dated 18 March, 1862. Damned Irish. My plans to besiege Fort Washington, just a few miles south of the capital on St. Patrick's Day, did not happen. This did not happen due to inclement weather or a surprise attack by the rebels. It happened because Corcoran ignored my orders to keep marching the men out of the city at the end of the parade. Corcoran's excuse is that there would have been a small mutiny in the ranks if the men did not stop and partake of the goods that were laid out as part of the ruse. The other two divisions joined them and partook of so much that I was unable to get the army moving again until noon today. Thankfully, we were able to start the envelopment this evening. But as punishment, I had the men watch the destruction of all alcohol found in camp, and have forbidden its consumption until the fort has been retaken. All sutlers have been informed that the sale of alcohol is strictly forbidden during this period under pain of imprisonment and a public flogging. 02 April, 1862. Fort Washington is retaken. The siege lasted longer than I anticipated. These things happen. As the morale of the defenders, their stores cannot be fully accounted for. I'm moving the army back to the capital to prepare for the next part of my offensive plans. I have lifted the embargo on the use of alcohol in the Army now that the siege is complete. I did have to stockade and reduce ranks of several men, but not enough to be of any note. I'm told that my sheer rage the day after St. Patrick's Day put the fear of God into the men, and few wanted to test me. There were 2 sutlers that I had to take action against as they thought to circumvent my orders by selling whiskey outside the perimeter of my camps. I had their goods seized, and these gentlemen stripped naked and flogged in front of the men, and marched back to the city in that condition under guard. The papers were full of vitriol for my treatment of these gentlemen, and I received a strongly worded letter from Mr. Lincoln. I responded with simple rules are simple to follow, and they decided to test me. I will not brook that in my army. I've heard nothing further on the matter. 6 April, 1862. Fought a small action against the Army of the Peninsula today. What should have been an easy engagement turned into a bloody affair with failures of command at all levels. General Buford and his gotcha guard, who were to scout in advance, were so slow to move that the infantry marched round them, causing confusion of men and beasts on the road that slowed everybody. Night fell before we could attain the ground that I wanted. Dawn yesterday, we could see the rebel forces in its entirety arrayed before us and on low ground, or the Irish at the top of the slope about 50 yards to their front. I expected much of Cochrane since his display at the previous battle, but I was sorely disappointed. Much like Buford the day prior, he was slow to move, and a rebel cavalry regiment was able to stop his division. By the time he shoved the cavalry out of his way, the main rebel force was able to make the crest and a fierce face-to-face exchange ensued. Riley's Irish brigade took the brunt of this fighting and held strong, endeavoring to ensure they and their commander, McLaren, are praised in the papers. The Whiskey Rebels under command of Gamble, on the other hand, heartily disappointed me. They're on the left flank of the main exchange and broke after only a few volleys. Then there was Marr and his Irish brigade. He had orders from Cochrane to directly support the Rileys, but was so slow to move that it seemed he was hoping to appear on the line just in time to look like a savior. I do not approve of this, but Marr is a savvy politician and bears closer observation. General Saga's Reaper division performed as expected once again. I believe I will be relying on them more in the future. General Daywood seems to have knocked whatever lethargy he had out of his head. His division did not partake in this action, so I will probably use them in the van of my next attack. My aides inform me that Colonel Trump has been overheard in camp trying to drum up support for promotion to a division command, possibly supplanting General Daywood. That man has his fingers in so many plots that I wonder if he has anything to do with the behavior of the Irish of late. I do have a hard time taking him seriously, especially with his infatuation to having his men build walls wherever we go. Definitely not an overheard conversation between Colonel Trump and Major Musk in camp. Psst, psst. Elon, hey, Elon, come here. Colonel Trump, what are you doing over there? Are you playing hide and seek? Shut up, Elon. Just come over here. Keep your voice down. Why are you hiding in a box, Colonel? They are after me. Who, the rebels? No, you dimwit. And yes, of course they are, but I'm talking about them. Who are them, Colonel? The spies. The spies of General Gruntpa? I haven't seen any spies, Colonel. Of course you haven't. That's how they work. But why do you think they're spies after you? Because a small little bird whispered something in my ear. Colonel, now I'm getting worried. Animals can't speak with people. Not in that way, at least. Sometimes, Major Musk, I wonder if you're capable of tying your own shoelaces. I'm talking about spies. Yes, I know General Gruntpa spies. No, you fool, my spies. Do you have spies? Well, of course I have. Who are they? I can't tell you that, but they are very close to General Gruntpa on a daily basis, so to say. What did they say, Colonel? General Gruntpa knows I aspire for command of the division, but the only one I've ever told that to you is you. But I'm not a spy. I know that. You're too stupid to be one. I don't know if I should feel flattered or offended right now, Colonel. Why not both? But what should we do then? Nothing. I need to figure out a plan. Someone's coming, Colonel. Damn it, just play along. General Daywood, see you're out on a nightly walk. Yes, Colonel. Are you sitting in a box? That's an unusual behavior for a colonel. Yes, well, I just showed Major Musk a thing. Well, it's complicated. A long story. Very boring, actually. Nothing the General will care so much. Well, I'm actually finished showing him. Well, I'm pretty sure you have other things to discuss. Don't let me disturb you. Good night, gentlemen. Good night, General. That went great, Colonel. I don't think he suspected a thing. Sometimes, Elon. Sometimes. Yeah, you're right. The whole box thing. Yeah, but it's okay. I'd rather let him think I'm a buffoon than a backstabber. Very smart, Colonel. Now, go to your tent, Major. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, good night, Colonel. Good night, Major. Colonel Trump? Yes, Elon. Do you need help to get out of the box? Actually, Major? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm quite stuck. An undated diary entry from March 1862 by Jocelynn Steed. Dear Diary, seems these monthly entries shall become the normal routine for now. I have been a busy bee. Nothing really big to write about for March except for training and marching. And we had a parade. That was fun. Of combat, not much to say. We attacked a fort. Fort Washington, I believe, was its name. It was boring. I can't wait for real fighting to happen again. Way more exciting than sitting around listening to artillery fire all day long. The General seems extra grumpy here in the last few weeks, mumbling profane words about the inability of his leaders to get their men moving. We are once again behind schedule. A few weeks behind from my understanding. The General's been blowing his top like a steam locomotive at everyone in his path. I don't think the drink helps much to improve his disposition, though he would argue otherwise. When we finally got to meet the enemy in combat, it was the beginning of April, the 5th, I believe. Our division was given orders to advance and report back what we find. I personally was bubbling with joy at the prospect of charging into the enemy again, feeling the wind in your hair as you speed toward the enemy, how the world seems to slow as the fire erupts from your weapons. Sadly, I was pulled from my daydream with sobering words that I was to remain in camp. My temper did rise, but the General's words have rung true as he told me, "Little bird, relax. You must learn to fly before you fly. Stay and watch, listen, and learn." My role was handed over to Virgil, and he's answered to me. I to Buford, and Buford to the General. It's called the chain of command, and is an interesting system. To hear from Virgil, we were doing as instructed, and once the enemy was located, we went to report back. For some reason beyond me, Buford decided to proceed with unnecessary caution when the General requested haste. As such, a group of Irishmen that were following close behind was able to pass us. This made such a big mess on the road that it spurned the ire of our General. He cursed Buford's name so loud even the devil himself hid in fear. I did not envy Buford's command in that moment. Continuing along, the Irish engaged the enemy while we moved out of the way. I watched intently as the General gave out orders to riders, listened to this plan to move our troops to hit our enemy from the side. I was allowed input. When I suggested to move some unit, I rather don't know the names yet or how they get their names. I learned a valuable lesson about opening up holes in our lines to give the enemy the advantage. Longer enemy to get to our backsides. How did the General put it? Results in the utter collapse of your army. My second suggestion did bear some merit as the General smiled and said I was learning quickly. I was proud he had noticed I was taking my studies seriously. Anyway, I had suggested to move our men to the other exposed sides of the enemy through the cover of the trees and surprise the enemy. Even though he was already doing what I had suggested before I even opened my mouth, I was jubilant that I had a good idea and good suggestion. I was learning to read the battlefield as the General put it. Once the men were all in place, the enemy was easily overwhelmed and turned to flee. That was the signal the General told us to look for, and the division charged headfirst into the swamp of enemy troops. We performed well and even managed to take some men prisoner. We were doing great, and what an amazing General we have leading us. Victory is surely within our grasp. A letter from Pirate Elbert Winton, 2nd Tennessee, Company C, Old Chucky Legion, to Sarah Walker, Jonesboro, Tennessee, dated 4 April, 1862. Sarah, I pray this letter finds you in good health. We arrived in what has already been termed the Western Theater of the War. The Army of the Mississippi, which we now serve, is led by Don Carlos Buell, of which very few of the men, and indeed women in the camp, seem to have much confidence in. Word has it, Gruntpa is up again. not long after retaking the capital, and has moved to retake Fort Washington and potentially sweep down into Virginia. Do not know whether he has at last received orders from General Chief McClellan, or if he wishes to snatch at some of General Gruntpa's recent renown. But Carlos Buell ordered us to break camp before the ice had broken, showing a degree of alacrity seemingly uncharacteristic of the man. Move first to Peoria, wait for the roads to dry, then on to Bloomington. This movement, like the majority we have participated in, has been made by rail, though occasionally have been men detailed to march ahead and crack away particularly stubborn patches of ice formed along the rail. Word has it that not 3 days past, a body of rebels have been spotted to the southeast of our current position. Whether they are merely a reconnaissance and force into Illinois, or if they are angling for Springfield, I fear we will have dust up with them soon enough. Our contracts are close to their conclusion, with the butternuts up from Kentucky and splitting our country down the middle. I believe some of the boys may not sign on again, but better a few men and true than an army of bounty men or all the gang-pressed minions in service of that cutthroat Davis. I am and shall remain your faithful and devoted fiancé, Elbert. Once again, thank you to everybody who chooses to partake in the historical record of these episodes, writing diary entries, letters home, newspaper clippings, and whatnot. They do add a lot to the story of this campaign, and I am greatly appreciative of them. I'm sure a lot of people do enjoy them also. Otherwise, nobody would be watching this stuff. But on another note, and one thing I forgot to go over during the recap is we started adding some more artillery battalions in. Now that we're actually able to recruit battalions and not batteries. So, the Artie Party, which is going to the Gotcha Guard, is being recruited currently, and they are 58 days away. The Lead Breakfast, which are 30 days away. Culloden's Revenge, which are 28 days away. The Irish Creamers at 31 days. The Pink Misters at 30 days. Ricketts Battery at 33. And Thor's Hammer, which probably take the longest, yep, 54 days because they're coming from Minnesota. So just as a reminder, everybody, you don't have to be a channel member or anything like that. You can just be a viewer. If you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. All right. I think we have all of our opening stuff covered, so I'll be back with the next major incident. And we do have our next engagement here. It's now April 6th, and Beauregard's Corps has intercepted us at Alexandria. I don't know if that's going to be the name of the battle. We'll see once we get on the map, but it should be it. So this is a meeting. It should be a meeting engagement. We're bringing 18,489 infantry, 1,644 cavalry, and 6 guns. We're going up against Beauregard's Corps Army of Washington under Lee with 16,224 infantry, 3,002 cavalry, and 87 guns. So they did have over 100 at some point. So they haven't recovered all their guns, thankfully. They still have a way more than we do. But that will change once the new battalions arrive, and I can send our 2 batteries home to get up the strength. So let's jump in this one and show Bobby Lee the error of his ways once again. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of Alexandria. So it is a meeting engagement, though we are starting out fairly close to the objective point along the unfinished railroad. We are the Bull Run battlefield here. So this is going to make it very simple for us. And the rebels are all the way down here. And I'm not too crazy about the terrain, but this does negate the rebels' artillery advantage due to all these woods here. And we don't have to dig any type of breastworks or anything like that, as we just line up along the unfinished railroad cut. It does place us behind the objective, but that's actually not a bad thing, as it will bait the rebels forward into our arc of fire. So we're going to have, the Irish division's kind of messed up right now. We're going to put Daywood's division as the main defense division for this one, as it did not fight in the last battle at all. And we'll see how Daywood performs this time around. See if he's come out of that lethargy that he has been in. The Saga is going to be right there with him. Like I said, the Irish are going to remain in reserve along with the cavalry, and I'll try to find a place to put the 2 batteries that I have. Oh, almost forgot about Rosecrans and the engineers. So I'm thinking about pushing the 2 brigades with the sharp rifles about in this location with the rest of the divisions spread to their left and right. The Irish back here along the stream. And I'll probably put the guns up in the trees here just to cover this bit of open ground right there. And just have the engineers continue working on their engineering perk. So, pretty straightforward. Just wait for the rebels to come to us. There's no reason to go out and get them on this one. All right, it's now 1350 day 1, and I made a big blunder here. Is I did not notice this other entry point over here by Stewart's Hill on the map for the rebels. So they were much, much closer to the objective than I assumed. As you can see, we have run into them here. Yeah, Pickett's cavalry up over here. Holcomb Legion cavalry over here with a battery. And Holcomb Legion's 1st and 3rd battalions on their way. And I did not check my cavalry for that charge glitch like I normally do, so I'm very quickly sending orders out to change that. I have reordered the Whiskey Viking Division into line over here on Oak Forest Road. And now I have to send out orders for everybody else to change dispositions because Reapers are going to end up going where I don't want them. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad spot for them to go. But we're going to send them over here for now, because rebels could come down this road. So these are the 2 main approach paths through the woods up here, plus the unfinished railroad. So we're going to send them there for now. I'm going to have Custer's cavalry take care of this battalion up here, as Jocelyn's unit is unstable, so I really don't want to use them right now. I may have to send the artillery up here too. I don't think it's going to be a good spot, though. Just going to have them hang out down over here for now. Things are very quickly changing on the map. I like battles like this. Even though I messed up, it adds another level to the engagement, because we're just straight up running into each other. Where the hell? David's all the way back here with this. That's fine. He's still with his division if he's not close to his lead brigades. Any further back, I'd probably have issue. And we never finished getting the Nuggets, the rest of the way to their final perk. We'll have to work on that this battle if we can. Up, and there's some more infantry coming down that road there. Ewell's Brigade. So we do need the Reapers up there fairly soon, but they are moving cross country. It's going to take a while. Yeah, they are not going to be anywhere near position. Another change of orders for this division. Change of orders for the Irish also, but they're still pretty far back here. Oh, hello. Rebels are all over the damn place. Okay, things have gotten really interesting. They are just all over. All right, Nuggets, go get rid of the Hanovers. You get their morale under control. I didn't notice at the start of battle, something I should have looked at is our morale is much, much lower than the rebels. Their morale is at 52. Ours is at 39 because we did just fight a battle and coming into a second one. You know, it might have been a bad idea to send them there. Shit. Cyan's pulled back. Hopefully Nuggets can handle... No. Halt. We got to get him out of there. This infantry is going to be right on top of them.
Save your water for when the shooting starts.
They're not going to break this regiment fast enough for us to get them out. Get those damn halt orders out. Shit.
Aim low, boys.
They're pulling back from us. Fine. Beautiful. Get back here.
Damn you! One. Keep the cadence, damn you! One. Anyone got any water to spare? Keep the cadence, damn you! One.
Shit, I told you to fall back. Men up to double, please. Oh, shit. Fuck, form square. About to break. Man, these rebels are doing a lot of damage to them. Start backstepping, boys. They just came in from every damn direction. We're definitely going to have to fall back on the Capitol after this. Trump, pull your men back, damn it. Let's go. Fuck, 20th just broke. The hell are you doing? Irish, get to the rail line. That way, please. Trump, what the hell are you doing? Daywood, get your men back. Damn it.
Save your water for when the shooting starts.
You already lost this one. I can't blame Daywood, Trump, or any other commanders. This was 100% my fault.
I'll kill the coward who runs. Sergeant, stop pushing them. Your water for when the shooting starts.
These boys halt there. Halt there. I want to keep them in these woods here. I'll get these boys back in the fight.
To your platoon.
Dave, why the hell are you still up here?
To your platoon.
Dan's fall back. 35th falling right there.
To your platoon.
Reapers, yeah, I want you up there.
To your platoon, Private. Don't fall behind.
Batteries, get back onto this hilltop. Want you boys in these woods. You know, they can keep up with us easy enough. We're backstepping. When they're backstepping, we can't keep up worth a damn. At the double, move. Falling back in the weird way. Alright, they got cover, so we'll leave them there for now. Bottom's not in cover, so hopefully we do some damage to them. I mean, this really couldn't have gone any more wrong. What the? They just came right into us. Shit, the vans are about to break. Alright, these guys must have Mississippi's. Yeah, that's the Tigers. Get that flank covered. Go push the Tigers off. Irish, how we looking? Waiting for Riley to get in position. I think they left our flank in the air over here. Alright, Swimus have reformed, but jeez, almost 600 casualties. Alright, we need these sharps rifles over here. And 20th is reformed. Over 400 casualties on them also. We're starting to drag this back in our direction. We're done waiting for the Rileys. Irish, push forward. Wait, I lose one of my batteries? Yep, one of my batteries broke. Going. Reapers, get rid of those batteries. Shit. We're dragging it back in our direction. Yes. I want to send them out to get these batteries, but we got infantry coming up right behind. Once the sweet moves are online, we should be able to clear these 3 brigades out over here. But hopefully we can do it before the 35th breaks. Worshippers are engaging. I get the feeling there's nothing else over here. We just got caught out by surprise by that division. But that's all it takes is 1, 2 brigades getting into somewhere you don't expect them to get your whole plans up. I get the Irish push through this region here and get into this rear sector. There we go. Clear out that cavalry. Get on the Tigers now. I just had a canister shot of that battery. We got some infantry coming up, but Reapers look confident, so they should be able to hold out. Hopefully. 8th. Valhalla, let's go.
I'll cover.
There goes the Tigers. They're the 8th now. Need to get the 35th a break. General Saga has been killed in action. Come on, Sweeney, let's take out some vengeance. They got his range. You boys lay down for now. Ah, shit, don't tell me these guys are glitched. Fuck me. Oh, we gotta go around them. Fuck. You're back in action. Swing you boys over this way. You still haven't gotten your first perk, huh? I kind of need them up at the fight. How we looking, Trump? Alright, they're reforming. Let's get them closer to the officers. Reform them faster. Alright, push these boys off. And they have Mississippi's also. Cheyennes, get ready to support them. What the hell's going on over here? What the fuck is going on with the movement of some of my units? Oh, that cavalry brigade finally fled. Let's go. What the hell's going on with this unit? Just halt. Just halt. My units are all glitching right now. It's getting annoying. Alright, finally forcing back the 8th. Though it should have been the Rileys forcing them back, but I don't know what the hell they've been doing over here. They're like, the unit's just completely glitched. broke. That's fine. Cyans are right here. 232 casualties to 100. No way they're engaging us from back there. The hell are they firing at? There's no weapon with that range. Not even a Whitworth's.
Right shoulder. Right shoulder. Shift. Arm. Keep the cadence, damn you. One. Right shoulder. Shift. Arm. Keep the cadence, damn you.
At least Morris following orders this battle. Yeah, this is a bloody fight for both of us. Over 2,000 casualties, which I really cannot afford. Who's firing? Nobody's got that range. I know Mississippi's aren't making that range, and Whitworth sure as hell aren't either. And go straight at the 8th. '20th, go clear out the 4th.
Save your water for when the starts.
Battery go that was hiding back here. Worried about walking into a face full of canister. Alright, keep pushing in on them. Custer. Forcing them back, boys. a bunch of command staff there. I know there's a bunch of brigades that have not put in combat yet. I'm a little worried. Like the 11th Virginia over here. Coming up on our flank. Are following orders with some alacrity. Holy crap, I'm amazed. That's it, force them back. Damned attack, which is so hard to get rid of. Victory here. They're hanging in there with 900 casualties. I can't believe that. Finally got rid of here. Get on the flank of bottom. Again. Come up here and engage the 11. There goes Bonham. Whew. This looks like it's going to a day 2.
Keep the cage, damn you! One!
Rebels are at 33 morale. We're at 26. I need to hold the objective. Why are you boys not moving yet? Whew.
Keep the cage, damn you! One. Keep the cage, damn you! One. Stay down, boys. Keep the cage.
Go intercept that brigade. Need time to clear out this cavalry brigade. Surprised this is not flipped to our control yet. We got more than enough forces there to flip it fast. Good job, 20th. "35th, go support." Don't tell me that's a glitched cavalry brigade. Yes, it is. Halt. Oh, we just transferred this over to a major victory. Pull back. It's an engagement. Let's disengage as much as possible, because our casualty numbers are fairly close to each other. Oh no, we knocked them up to 4,300. We're at 14% casualties. We gotta keep below 1,500, 15% for that major victory. Holy crap, I did not see this happen. Ooh. I think we've been, for as bad as the fighting has been, I think we've only lost to one officer, and that was General Saga. Yeah, they are withdrawing. There's Lee. I wonder if we caught him in any of the firing. Problem is, our offensive is done. I'm going to have to pull the Corps back to the capital. There's the withdrawal order. We are definitely going to have to pull back to the capital, sadly. Unless we've done enough damage to their core where I can hang out in Alexandria safely. This along. Alright, I'm going to say this fight turned into a shit show right off the bat because I did not see that core on my left flank, or that division on my left flank. And the Sweemoos paid the price for that. They got a fucking beating. Ugh. Though the Irish did save the battle for us. Being able to push them through the woods on the rebel right flank and clear everything out over there really gave us the victory, especially with them being able to get on the objective point. Everything else that happened along the stream and the creek, some units did well, some units did not. It was just a fucking mess. And the rebels had the range on us for a good chunk of the fight, so they have a lot of Mississippi rifles and other longer range weapons. Though the Mississippis and the 61s should have around the same range. It doesn't appear to be that way. Whew. So we took down 3,000 of their 18,000 infantry, 1,200 of their 3,400 cavalry. That's half their cavalry gone. Only got 20 of their 100 guns, so they didn't bring all their guns forward. Total loss of 4,400 of their 23,000 men. We lost 2,778 of our 18,483 infantry. That's a big hit for us. 81 of our 1,643 cavalry, which is not too bad, but the morale of the cavalry for this fight was not very high. We lost one of our batteries. We get those guns back. I was going to wait for the other batteries to be ready before sending anybody home, but I know the one battery's definitely got to get sent back at this point. Total loss 2,863 of our 20,214 men. That's a big hit for us. Ooh. I really thought we lost this battle right off the start, and somehow we recovered. Don't know how, but we did recover. Actually, I forgot to check on Rosecrans. Yep. You got their first level engineer perk, but I kept forgetting to check back on them because more important things were happening. But some of these units have taken so many casualties that their leveling has not climbed at all. All right, after action reports. New York Engineers did not fight. Gotcha Guard, Nugget Squad did 31 to Cavalry, 25 to Artillery for total 56. Cyan Rifles did 66 to Cavalry. Division total 122. Losses, Nugget Squad, 17 dead, 32 wounded, 10 missing, total 59. Aggregate strength is 773, 7% casualties. Cyan Rifles, 6 dead, 14 wounded, 2 missing, total 22. Aggregate strength 789, 3% casualties, 4% for the division. Reaper Division, 35th Infantry. Combat report. 35th, 540 to infantry, 50 to cavalry, 19 to artillery for total 609. They received 68 dead, 443 wounded, 67 missing for total 578. Aggregate strength of 1,174. 33% casualties for that brigade. Redan Sharpshooters did 454 to infantry, 198 to cavalry for total 660. Losses, 30 dead, 129 wounded, 20 missing, total 179. Aggregate strength 1,478, 11% casualties. Reaver Rifles did 91 to infantry, 6 to cavalry, 49 to artillery for total 146. Yeah, they did not do too well out on that right flank, but I'm really surprised by that. Losses, 43 dead, 168 wounded, 21 missing, total 232. Aggregate strength of 1,492, 13% casualties. 989 total for the division, 19% casualties, along with their commanding officer, General Saga, killed in action. Whiskey Vikings. Sweden Brigade did 427 to infantry, 169 to cavalry for a total of 598. Losses, 66 dead, 397 wounded, 77 missing, total of 540. Aggregate strength of 1,076, 33% casualties for the brigade. And they were in a bad spot on that left flank at the start of the battle. They almost got wiped. I'm surprised they did not surrender. We are lucky we did not lose that brigade. 20th New York did 627 to infantry, 42 to cavalry for a total of 670. And 20th New York did very good work for us on this battlefield today. Losses, 95 dead, 474 wounded, 70 missing for a total of 639. Aggregate strength, 1,793, 26% casualties. Stockbrokers. Trump. Kind of aggravated me. I kind of want to blame David and Trump both for what happened at the start of the battle, but it's really my fault, so I cannot blame them. And David just, I don't know what's up with David. He stayed up there where the rebels were after his division was gone, so I don't know if he's trying to self-delete himself or not. I don't know. I don't think he's pulled himself out of his lethargy. He may need a vacation at a sauna somewhere. The stockbrokers did 33 to infantry, 211 to cavalry for a total 244. Losses, 35 dead, 189 wounded, 26 missing for a total 250. Aggregate strength 2,014, 11% casualties. 1,429 casualties for the division, 22% casualties. Irish division. Riley's Irish did 359 to infantry, 30 to cavalry for a total 392. Losses, 37 dead, 206 wounded, 39 missing for a total 282. Aggregate strength 1,589, 15% casualties. Irish Brigade, 113 to infantry, 179 to cavalry, 21 artillery for a total 318. Losses, 21 dead, 45 wounded, 10 missing for a total 76. Aggregate strength 1,772, 4% casualties. Yeah, they were kind of on the edge of the fighting, and they were providing more in the way of morale shocks to the rebels than actual combat damage. Whiskey Worshippers, 0 to infantry, 104 to cavalry for a total of 109. Losses, 2 wounded. That's it? Really? Wow. Okay. Aggregate strength 2,201, 0% casualties. Total casualties for the division 360, 6% casualties altogether. 1st Artillery, 44th Arty did 2 to cavalry. Whiskey Kegs did 7 to cavalry, 3 to infantry, total 10. They were just not in good firing positions for this battle. 44th Arty had 2 dead, 2 wounded for a total of 4. Whiskey Kegs lost nobody, but I think the 44th Arty does have to get sent home at this point. All right, officers. Let's just run through real fast. I think we only lost, which I'm really pissed off about. He was turning out to be a good commander. Why the hell could we not lose Daywood? Yeah, we just lost Major General Saga. Sorry, Bill, but he died a brave man. All right, let's see if we got any of the rebel officers. We did not get Beauregard. His core staff was caught out in the firing quite a bit. A lot of separate brigades still, but like early on, some of these brigades actually have regiments in them, so you got to check them all. And we don't have the full list of all their units, sadly. We can't like scroll down and see all of their units. And we got Captain Chu of Chu's battery. Wounded Brigadier General Dunavant, commander of the Demi Brigade. Wounded Colonel Hutton. Wounded Colonel Ford, Hampton Legion Infantry, 3rd Battalion. And that's it. We got 4 other officers. Only one of them battery commander this time. Usually it's a lot of battery commanders we grab. Now we'll get closed out here and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Glorious victory at the Battle of Alexandria, Army of Washington fleeing in panic. Somehow Colonel Gamble became a national hero out of this fight, so I won't be replacing him anytime soon, but he is going to get a promotion. Sadly. Ugh. It looks like they blame the loss on a poor old colonel, Colonel Wheat. The Battle of Alexandria is ended with the Army of Washington retreating in panic. The Army's reported suffered total casualties of 4,368 men. There were 642 killed, 1,354 captured. Our casualties totaled 2,863 men, 420 dead, 342 missing, and the rest wounded. We captured 1,545 rifles and 6 guns from the field and paroled 1,195 rebel soldiers. I do believe I'm going to ask the administration to build a prison camp at some point. We are starting to spend more money than we are bringing in. But I just did go on a big recruitment with all those batteries, but it shouldn't have cost that much money. Alright, before we start rolling this off, we got to figure out a replacement for General Saga. I know, it looks like it might be McLaren. Or possibly Sheridan. And McCook's in the running. Same with Hamilton. And Smith. Crittenden would not be a bad choice either. I think McLaren would be a good choice. But I did not care for the performance of his brigade at this previous battle. And he's not a professional, so he does not get priority. So it looks like it looks like it's going to be Sheridan. I think Sheridan has the best stats that we've looked at so far. And he's professional, so McClellan's going to prefer him. Could even be Hamilton, but he doesn't have as much fame as Sheridan. McClellan's not going to like anybody who's more famous than him. We also got Smith. Because McClellan's not going to like anybody who's more famous than him. At all. But I think it's a choice-up between Smith and Sheridan. Yep, Smith or Sheridan. Possibly even Hunt. I mean, he's only a captain, so... What's his data rank? He's only a colonel. And Hamilton's already a brigadier. Sheridan has not gotten famous yet, so I'm not giving him a promotion. All right, so Hamilton gets the division. He's the commander of the Cheesehead Infantry from Wisconsin, so they need a new commander. Let's go by seniority. Any professionals in the Colonel region? No. So we're going to go by seniority. Starkweather gets command of the Cheeseheads. Where you go? We had so many officers sitting in the wings here. Where the hell did Hamilton go? There he is. Actually, we got to promote these guys to major generals. Something I should have done already. You get a division, you automatically get a promotion to Major General. You don't have all the general ranks like the rebels do. Alright, and Gamble gets a promotion. I did not want to see that happen. Anybody else famous I have not promoted yet? Surprising Musis Grunt has not become famous yet. No one else has become famous. I'm just going through real quickly here, seeing. Anybody who gets the Medal of Honor in the game or becomes famous gets a promotion if it's available to them. Sworn. I think it's mostly the division commanders that have gotten the fame so far. Yeah. All right. Let's get this one rolled off. That drug is down to the arms. We're going to be stuck in Alexandria. I may just have to pull back on the capital. Crap. Yeah, Department of Richmond looks like it's on its way back towards us. Yeah, we're in orange, so I can't even order us down in Alexandria directly, but we're going to stay here and try to flip the city. Army of the East is on its way into the valley. How's this fort looking? Still 69. Yeah, it's still April 6th. We really haven't even moved the game a full day. You boys in Cleveland yet? Nope. As soon as they're green again, we're going to start moving them down towards Wheeling. Yeah, they're going to go to They're going to go to Wheeling via Pittsburgh. Follow the rail line there, get them there as quickly as possible, then march into Wheeling. And I'll have them secure West Virginia. Wheeling, Grafton via rail, Grafton to Marietta. Probably by river down to Fort Pleasant and then move into Charleston. Giving us West Virginia. If I can get them to maneuver that way without having to get in any heavy combat. And we're going to see what the Department Number 2 is going to be up to after we re-secure Springfield. Intelligence is 4 days old on them. That is that. All right, I believe we're going to end this episode here following my one battle rule. And I think that battle did take almost exactly 1 hour of record time. It took me longer to play it, but it was 1 hour of record time exactly. So, once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. Follow along with the series and enjoying it. Don't forget to bayonet that like button and buttstroke that comment section. Also, if anybody would like a unit in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. You do not need to be a channel member. You just have to be a viewer to get a brigade battery in the game. So let me know what you want. Type of unit, status from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And I'll see you all at the next one. Stay grumpy.